And they got like a weird opening here. What kind of instrumentals you guys want to listen to? It's like a pant opening.
I feel like you be killing it, honestly.
I feel like you took them a pant,
the Drake.
like,
I feel like you do good.
Right, that's exactly what they did.
Locked in podcast this week is Baby C Mac.
Before I go boom like drop, fuck that door like me.
Taylor too. Huh?
Like, I don't want to say the word fan, but like, you admire their work.
Yes, if we're being
Where the fuck you gonna ask at?
right here.
He already asked
Okay,
me.
bet.
If we're being just what's the word? Subjective, right? It's my favorite.
Said I'm here
So
for
I'm
you.
saying, I'm saying,
I feel you.
I'm just
There's
giving
certain
you,
shit I'm just like that.
just in advance, bro. This is gonna be the brand that a lot of people are gonna hop on.
You think so?
If there
Or
was
this
a
type
chance
of-
for you to hop on ERD, it already came and went though. Me
That's-
and Amir talk about this all the time, and I really ask him intently about this all the time. I'm really asking like his opinion because I take it to heart. Like he, you know, as a buyer, you know, and he was like, "Yo, to be honest, I think Daytona kind of like went, but to that same degree,
As
you
a
got
buyer
the- you got
perspective.
the diehard fans who's like." You see it on Grilled. It sells for it's some of the highest priced shit on Grilled. Like people value it, and the people who really like ERD like have everything by it. You know.
Yeah, but that's not like true though, because I mean, Capital blew up way after. You know what I'm saying? On a mainstream crazy level, them niggas been in the game forever. You never know your chance.
I'm just saying, I feel like things come in waves. Like,
But they did have
depends
their,
on how you ride the wave in a weird way. But like I'm saying, like for example, ERD, like for example, from a buyer perspective, all right, we're not going. Maybe back then we want to fuck with him, but right now I would because like.
What made you say that though?
His brand makes sense right
I
now.
love his brand,
Like,
and it gets more and more mature by the
and
year.
honestly, the stuff that I've seen you wear, I'm like, this stuff is cool. I'm liking it. It's new to me.
But Marco, what made you say that it's gonna be? You think it's gonna take off?
Cause he's I feel like people are just really starting to like artists, or like the artists behind the brands a lot more than they're liking the brands. To be real,
He's very, very low key, and also with that being said, he's also moving his brand more away from like the graphics and things like that so much as being like, bro, he just literally did like a $45,000 mink coat. I believe that was the price on it. You can put the little picture of it or whatever, but I think it was a $45,000. It's all mink coat, like, and there was another coat that I think was $35,000 or something like that. But it's real fur, like.
You can keep it somewhat loud.
He's going up with his shit.
With this
you
shit,
know what I mean?
though?
Like, yeah, and now he's introducing more women's wear. He's doing some dresses. He's moving away from graphics as much. He's doing like real like just pieces. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
just
Like,
maturing the shit.
Yeah, his shit looks like a more like what's the word? Not smaller, but like a more condensed version of maybe like Saint.
Oh,
I don't want to compare it to Saint.
like more
Laurent
cohesive?
necessarily, yeah, just smaller. He doesn't have the same budget as like, you know, Curing and as fucking LVMH and shit like that. So he can't do the same shit Celine is doing and all that. But he's almost producing at the same level, just with a way smaller budget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In comparison, and but as far as the quality and like the actual like he hits, in my opinion, he hits damn near every time. Like he's sick with it.
Yeah, I thought the last show was fire too, and then
He's sick with it. Like
cold nigga.
yeah. And the stores that matter really fuck with him. Patron of the New really fucks with him. Maxfield will give him an installation any day of the week. Like he's literally transformed their brand. The illest one was he turned it into a pawn. He turned Maxfield on Melrose into a pawn shop. He painted it yellow, and the words were like gold and silver, and then the ERD and the gold and silver were different colors. The whole store was yellow. It was like pawn shop, and it was basically the whole theme was like when rich Beverly Hills kids go like pawn, they like moms like Rolex to go buy some fucking drugs.
That's cool.
You know, like that was the whole theme of it. Like
that's fire actually.
And that
I
was
think
the
it's like
King
the
Cunt.
epitome, like he like. We're gonna talk about this because I was on my research stuff, like I said, like, and I was on some. I guess we'll talk about. Is the podcast started? Or
Yeah,
we
we're
gonna
good.
talk
We're rocking. Go ahead.
All right. I was actually researching because a brand awareness because it actually like applies to me too, and honestly it applies
Me too,
to literally everyone. like brand awareness, I was on BOF and there was a video and it was talking about like brand awareness. There was a specific point. One of the points he was talking about is story, and like how brands should have a story, no matter what it is. Like if you don't want to have a story, then you better have a specific audience that you're gonna hit. But because if you have a story, then it's like way better.
You need a
with
story.
Fashion brands, especially.
Because it makes everything like more personal.
Yeah.
What were you saying though?
But I was saying his, like, specifically, like, I always knew that, but his specifically, for some reason, I was like, bro, I feel that. It's, like, weird.
Oh, but you felt his story.
But,
like,
I
you
was
felt
like,
like it
damn, that nigga kind of, like, he perfect. Like, the shit he does, the more and more you tell me about him, like, the shit he does and the things he did is, like, it makes sense. It all goes with his brand. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Can you distinguish an ERD piece from, like, another one? Like, say, like, he dropped something new today.
If you really feel it,
you could tell. Big 40. On hood. Popeye's chicken.
on 4-5 crib.
5-5.
Damn, hope niggas don't press me.
No, my bad. 4-5.
No, you good. You good.
Pepper.
Oh, god damn. I'll take over for you. But, now that's interesting.
No.
Go ahead.
I can't distinguish the piece.
You can't?
No, I can't. If you feel it in person, every single, like, he got different cuts for different shit, bro. It's some pieces I ordered in the same size that I got other ERD pieces in that I literally can't wear because they just fit fucking ridiculous.
Doesn't that piss you off then? It does, but it's like what?
It don't work for like, it would look sick on some people, but it don't really work on, like, my body type. I'm not taffy, right? Like, just long and lanky as fuck. So certain pieces look sick, other pieces just look ridiculous.
It was some oversized shit or something? It was just too big?
It's the exact opposite.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, I might want to toss it to, like, a girl to, like, wear, you know?
I love the extra small shirts with, like, some baggy jeans, some
And
light
that's the
wash
thing.
jeans.
Honestly,
I don't even know if they intended for girls or not.
That shit kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, nigga, it's like a weird, like, anime type shit.
I'll
Like,
bring in some of the pieces so you can see, but you say anime shit?
Like, cause like it should be kind of like, why is that shit so small at the top, but it's like it's big at the bottom, and it makes sense. Like when you look at
it's
pyramid
portioned
type
right.
shit,
Like
like it's
what
a
brand?
proportion. It's not even.
No, we're talking about just like a sense of style. You know how like you can rock a small tee on top, more of like a Western, like American vintage kind of style, like small t-shirt, maybe white, some like baggier pants. You got like a cool belt that kind of like hangs in, just like you can see the waistline from the tee. Just that we're talking about that kind of like style. Cause you said your tee is small and shit.
Even the flare jeans with the small shirt, it's 70s, but that shit kind of cold, bro. Like,
Hard.
There's one that I do wear all the time, so it's like it's almost a Japanese fit. It remind me of this. I had this Kid Cudi Bape collab tee. The first year that they did the second one.
Yeah.
He did a LA pop up. And this was the Japan exclusive basically. So this tee, for some reason, because it was a Japan exclusive, I had 1,000,001 Bape tees at that time. All these same exact size. I got the Japanese tee, and it fit fucking short as hell, but wide sleeves. And this is exactly how that one of the ERD pieces that is like off, you know, from
Yeah,
the
it
rest
wasn't
of the
fucking
tees
with.
that I have.
Yeah.
It fits exactly like that. It's got them wide big sleeves, but short as hell. And I'll wear that one. But I got this long sleeve that's just short as hell, tight, short. Like, I don't know if it was for girls or not, but yeah.
Just some shit you have.
That was another one. And that's another thing. His
Can I bring up your what you showed me?
What?
Your blog. I want to tell Marco.
bro, I want to see that because you was talking about. I heard y'all talking about. I was like, that is kind of true. Like, when I was in high school type shit, I was barely on like.
Bro, if you go to this nigga's blog, right? So we go out to eat to go talk about like topics, and we would talk about like doing some other skits and shit for the podcast. And I met him at Pomo, and we were eating pizza and shit, whatever, chopping it up. And then I was coming up with an idea, and he's like, "Oh, that would be perfect. Like, I got this like blog, because I was gonna get like some old pictures of us, and then like, dude, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna do, but like all three of us. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got the fires pictures like on my old blog." and he pulled it up, bro.
Some people
You just
from
see
high
it's just like a young KHALID, bro, just G-Shock, like Louis Vuitton, Yeezys. This nigga is the exact same, bro. The same nigga that you seen right here, bro. If you read what he's saying, he's like dissing like people who are dressing exactly like Kanye. He's also introducing like new shit. He's like, damn. Oh no,
for
interesting
real.
post. It was like it was these Louis Vuitton briefcases, and he's like, the title was like no homo. He's like, these are kind of hard. And then he was like, I don't know what I like. Yeah, that's when way before like, you know, you could
And I
even
got a
step
full-on,
out.
like purse type shit now, bro. Like this is just normal.
Right.
It
Like,
was
so,
just funny because it said.
Yeah, back
it's
in
like no
09, I
homo,
was
exclamation mark,
nah,
exclamation mark,
nigga, that
exclamation
shit
mark.
gay, like,
Right.
But going down this shit, there's all types of like, just different swag. He had like Z-Shock posts when they were icing out the Z-Shock, and I'm like, damn, bro, I remember this stuff.
These shocks was sick.
Don't like, niggas, don't try to play, bro. Bro really was doing this shit from like a minute
I'm
ago.
like deep in these streets. Like
We're gonna bring
niggas
some
don't
pics
even know
up,
the
too.
half, but yeah.
I'm gonna put that favorite pick up that I want, like, pow, right there. He wouldn't let me save a picture.
Nah, cause there's a really iller one. Like I think I already mentioned this at some point or another, but the one that was on Kanye University, bro. That's the
one?
gem. That's the
It
fucking
was on
gem.
what university?
On Kanye's old website, he had this little submission thing where you could like post pictures.
See,
of
I
your
didn't even
Yeezys.
know about shit like
And that's
that.
the thing. If you had Yeezys and like they was authenticated through the shit,
This
like,
nigga was with
you
Adrian
on-
Wilson kicking it up.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, went to the mall, went to fucking oh no, bro.
I was posting like a 30-year-old chick, like she was like, I like your style. I'm like,
He's like, I'm going to LA this weekend with my friend and my family. He's like, and we're staying at this suite at this hotel. It's like some lavish suite. He's like, I really like this suite because da 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 da. I'm like, bro, what fucking like 12-year-old kid is
Bro.
looking at the suites like, oh, this is the suite that did it like
me,
For real, bro.
nigga.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, different, bro.
Nah, Blogspot was the shit. So before Twitter, before Instagram, before
You talking about that
all that
yellow
shit.
B with the yellow B?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the symbol for
I
it.
can talk about.
But Blogspot was where everybody posted all their shit too. I remember Anwar from that brand Carrots right now.
He was on there?
Yeah, Anwar had an ill one. It was called peasandcarrots.blogspot.com. And that was him and Josh and Peas' thing, and they was putting it on Casey Veggies. And that's how I found out about Tyler the Creator. I really found out about them first.
Did you find out about Tyler before the Yonkers?
Way before. I remember
Hard.
I was in class waiting for Yonkers to come out, like refreshing the page.
hey.
Yeah. No, like actually way before, but I was also going to Fairfax since I was like a lot younger. So I knew about him at like Fresh Drive. There was this store called Reserve. If you know the brand Fresh Drive, it's the ill brand. You would actually
What's
probably like
Fresh
them.
Drive?
You can look them up. Maybe you can post some pictures in it. But Fresh Drive was a really ill streetwear brand, and they had a store called Reserve on Fairfax, like right there on Fairfax, like down across the street from Supreme and right next door to like where 424 is now.
But that was the most popping store. Like that was one of the
Tyler
spots.
worked there. Tyler Creator worked there. Like a bunch of OF niggas worked there, and like that was like one of the that was a center stone of Fairfax. Like I'll say a lot of stores like dope when they came to Fairfax. A lot of niggas wasn't really respecting them because it was different. It wasn't streetwear, but
Yeah.
like Fresh Drive and all them, they really was like them, A Life, Diamond, the Hundreds, all them. That was like everybody who worked at all them stores fucked with each other, and even the owners all fucked with each other.
So did you see these stores start to pop up like Diamond and then like Doom? Like
I
were you
came
even
I came
prior?
after they'd been established, but at the same time, I remember, and I'll send you a
He
picture.
got
of
pictures with
this.
like Nicki Diamond and shit.
Yeah.
Like little kid,
for
little
real.
chubby nigga.
It's
He's
the
like-
funniest picture too, bro. Like the homie Josh from high school makes fun of me for this picture all the time. When he saw this picture, he was dying laughing. He's like, bro, why? He's like, this nigga look like a fucking like a weirdo, bro. Why he got his arm around you?
He was a fucking kid, bro. He didn't know what the
Like,
fuck
I'm
was
just
going
such a
on.
little kid and shit, just cheesing.
He
And
like-
this nigga's like, he's doing the diamond sign, like.
Big ass Louis Vuitton coin purses and
Yeah.
shit, all types of shit. Like
Bro, you probably
damn.
have the coin purse.
He said niggas were hating
coin
on him.
purse was fire.
Coin
for
purse.
real.
I heard that too.
Coin purse.
Police. Nah,
Coin
Yeah, they
purse.
were fire.
They was
Fire
fired.
for a minute, like-
Niggas had OD, like, I remember niggas had mad fake ones in high school. I never had, like, a fake one, but, like, I just
Yeah.
remember, like, oh, damn, let me see it. I'm like, bro, I know this is not real. That shit was feeling like plastic. I knew from legit. That shit was out.
Yeah, if you had the coin purse, like,
He was him.
yeah, you're for real.
I used to stack my
Some
shit.
niggas still stand on that shit. Like they really
No
do.
cap.
Like,
They can't get it out.
I had this like Louis Vuitton like coin holder thing, or the coin pouch. I had that, and then
It was bigger though. Yeah, another one that was
no,
bigger.
that was a small, and then I had something that was bigger. That was like the Louis Vuitton monogram. That was like a camera pouch.
I read that.
And then I put this like this baby
you read that on his
Milo,
book?
Yeah, I did. I can tell you probably
Yeah.
what more than he can say about
this
it.
like baby Milo like mobile cleaner is what they was called, and I would like put this. I had this big ass little clip that I would just attach to my shit. Accessories was sick back then, to be honest. Like that
Accessories
was when
always-
you could get but then you could really get creative with your accessories because there was no like wrong, right? Like, you know, if you were doing anything different, nigga, it was like acceptable type shit,
Now
you know?
niggas gonna go crazy with accessories. I see niggas with goddamn 27 rings on, silver rings, fucking necklaces. I mean, shit, we got shout out YL in the back. That's like the man right there with all the accessories, to be honest with you.
Man, style was so like different back then just because like the niggas who was into fashion, like it was just it's the same as it is today. It was just a very smaller demographic of them same people, you know?
Yeah.
And the style was different. Like scarves was hella big in the club. Like even the way like girls did their makeup back then, you could tell it's like a 2008 2005 picture, like
All like
you know.
Snooki type beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Tease the hair up in the
Yeah,
front
yeah,
type
yeah.
shit. The whole thing. What's up? What's good? Welcome to the Locked In Podcast. We back at it again. It's your host, Albert Houston. I'm kicking it with the bros again. Thank you for checking out all the last episodes, all that. We're really just chopping it up. I wanted to switch topics up. We got outlines now, so, you know, we moving up and shit, you know. Niggas done printed out pictures, all types of shit. Professional. But me and Marco were chopping it up. He hit me like, damn, like, what's some topics to talk about? And something that's been on my mind recently is just brand awareness, just learning about it in general, just for myself, and also shit, just for the podcast, for my own brand, everything. All the homies kind of on the same shit. But I don't know, I just kind of wanted to give some game out about the stuff that, like, I learned, and kind of for us to chop it up, for maybe we can come up with, like, some ideas for ourselves or for other people. But I basically just feel like brand awareness is super essential. You know, it's a big difference between, like, awareness of a brand and, like, marketing for, like, particular pieces. And awareness is going to be more of, like, people can identify, the consumer can identify your brand just off rip. So, like, an easy one to identify would be like Off-White or something like that. So a couple of ways that, like, I looked up or found out that could help out some brand awareness would be, like, people reaching out, like you reaching out to press. So whether that's like local press, where the fuck you going, nigga? Snake. Oh, okay. Turn up. I got the bottle right here though.
I see the Casamigos.
I got you, bro.
We gonna take a shot.
I got you.
I'm gonna do it after my speech. But if you have a brand, you can reach out to, like, your local press, or if there's somebody in your city that's running a podcast like this or something like that, you can tap in with them and either get, like, whether it's an interview or just hop on their shit, just different little strategies like social media. I've been, like, trying to do more outreach, like, even with the Locked In brand. I've been, like, commenting on people. I've been reaching out, just telling people I fuck with them, just in general, instead of just looking at their shit all day. That's, like, kind of weird, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Engage with everything, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit that I bypass that I think is tight, and sometimes I'd be like, nigga, just go, you know, at the very least, like this shit, like, you know.
Right.
It's weird to just kind of just scroll through. If I see it in the back of your head, you know, if you like think some shit is tight or not, and you just keep scrolling anyway, it's like I kind of be more conscious, be like, all right, I'm just.
Same thing. Honestly, when Instagram started showing that, like, other people liked it, like, that's when I started liking more shit too, because not on some shit like, oh, I'm gonna like it just because fucking Marco liked it, but I'm gonna like it because I see Marco like it, and I'm like, damn, I actually like that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna skip past it. But
And that's the thing.
I
There's
think that's
difference.
like a natural thing too.
yeah.
It's a difference too. Like I use Instagram almost like a ghost. Like I kind of almost just hover through shit and like check it just periodically. But definitely if you trying to like engage with shit and get your little presence built or whatever the fuck it is, like that's 100% like the first way to do it is just, you know, be
Do you
active.
see yourself ever deleting Instagram? This kind of goes into brand awareness.
Yeah.
And I'll tie it in. Do you
I-
ever see yourself deleting, like,
For sure. Because I found myself turning off my phone a lot, especially recently, like with this semester, just because I really will just sit on there, like, I used to just wake up, bro, and goddamn be on Instagram for a whole hour, and not even go like to the gym or touch nothing. So I already talked to like Denzel and shit about. I'm like, bro, I need to delete this shit. So I've definitely thought about it for sure. But that's something like outreach though. Is that something y'all do? Like, do y'all be ever like tapping in like purposely, like
especially if it's a local person, especially, and I follow them and I see it. If not anything, I will like it. If not anything, if I really fuck with it, I'll say something, like comment it.
But you gotta like really comment and shit.
Or like if they like post a story, then I'll DM or comment. But like, if anything, I'll still like it or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's something I completely do not fuck with,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you
I
don't
just
even do
alright,
that.
bro.
But like, I guess for an example is like, I sent you like his profile. Ronnie, there's like this kid I found that like out here. He skates and he does like film, but he's like a little kid, bro. Has to be like 16 or something. But I just think he's cold. Like I just been on his Instagram all day, like watching all his shit. And goddamn, I hit him yesterday and I was like, bro, I fuck with you. And he was like, I fuck with you too, gang. Like I fuck with your style.
Oh, is that the dude that you posted on the story? With that
Yeah.
monkey?
Yeah, bro. He
Yeah,
just makes little tight shit, bro. Like I just want to bring him on the pod just to chop it up and just cause
That's
like
a good one.
he's a cool ass little like skater white boy. You know that's my swag anyway, so I always be tapping in with them. But other things that people can do for brand awareness would be like collabs, like whether it's like something different, not just like a clothing brand. You can do that, but like food spots, like
Collabs are sick when they make sense. Like
They
my
have to make
favorite,
sense.
yeah, facts. The worst collabs are when people try and do it simply when they're like, you got clout, I got clout. Let's combine, clout. The best collabs are when you actually do them organically and when you actually genuinely fuck with whatever it is, like whether you're a user of the product or a fan of the place or whatever it is. My favorite ones to see, like, honestly, Kith got undefeated collabs. Whatever you want to say about Kith, their brand, their personal stuff. Kith is sick. I don't know
people
anybody
love
who
Kith.
got shit to say about Kith, to be honest. They're sick. But and they got everything and they do really good buying. Like they're tight as fuck. And the store they set up in Paris is fucking gnarly. And they got Sedell's in that bitch.
I went to
the
the wedding.
restaurant?
Yeah, they got the restaurant
Well,
Sedell's.
isn't the restaurant
in
part
Kith.
of the?
Yeah,
Was
a
it
part
like
of the
was it like
Kith
a
store.
hotel or something that they bought out?
I
And
don't-
then like they
no, they
renovated
bought
it?
out a old retail location, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
know.
not
I
a
gotta.
hotel.
I gotta.
But what collab you say?
It's insane. They did Carbone. They did, which is a restaurant.
Yeah, restaurant.
Yeah, 2 Michelin star restaurant, Italian restaurant in
I would love to do
New York.
a collab with
that
the
like,
restaurant.
Obama goes and eats at. So it's like sick. I'm pretty sure they did a Sedell's collab at some point.
Sedell's at another food spot.
Yeah, the one they opened up the Kith store in Paris. They brought Sedell's for the first time overseas.
Hard.
So Sedell's is literally downstairs of Kith in Paris. So you can go. They got some of the best breakfast you ever had, and you can just go get like a little piece of like America when you're,
I guess Kith's been
Over
tapping in with the food because in Japan, like you can go get Kith ice cream. Ice cream.
Yeah. They got the ice cream store
Wait, in Japan you
New
can do
York.
that too.
In New York as well.
They got 2 stores in New York that I know of, and one of them has like ice cream on the top floor. That's the one we went to. It's a great store. But yeah, they just do ill collabs. Like I'm even failing to mention a bunch, but
Okay, what's some
The
realistic
Greg Lauren.
collabs?
Don't you have the Greg Lauren kid?
it's not a collab. It's a Greg Lauren Carhartt, but I got it at Kith.
Yo, Marco.
Oh, didn't Greg Lauren kids have a collab too? Or is that part
I'm
of the
not sure.
runway?
I think they might have actually. I remember Kith did this fashion show where they did collabs with like every fucking body, and I think Greg Lauren might have been one of them, and I think Fragment was one of them. I think it was a bunch of brands. I gotta go back and I'm
Double
pretty
check.
sure that it was Kith that did like hella collabs one season, and it was like just so over the top.
They probably did. They
so-
do mad
yeah.
collabs. That makes
I'm
sense.
pretty sure that, but they did like a fashion show with it too. I'm almost certain,
Okay.
like 2 years ago.
Hard.
Kith is definitely.
And it was very talked about and like very like made a lot of noise.
Marco, for your brand, like what's some realistic collabs that you would like to tap in with? You know what I'm saying? Something that like
that's
kind of
the
realistic,
thing.
like even if it's like something out here.
building off of brand awareness, bro.
I want to hear you reach for the stars. What's like your dream collabs? Like if you have 3.
James Terrell.
Okay.
That sounds crazy, but out here, like Arizona, like we have the.
And what would you do
greatest-
with him? like a
Bro, I
sculpture or
just
clothes?
I don't know what it would be. Whatever he wanted, honestly. On some weird
That's
shit,
valid,
like.
yeah. No, it's
And I just
totally
like.
valid. Well, what do you see? You got if you're doing a collab, you got to see your visions coming together to make something. So like, what do you see yourself bring to the table that James Terrell could like help? You know,
That's something you got to sit back
That's
and
some
think,
deep
huh?
ass shit.
I'll let
But,
you think.
know,
To be real, like
I have the answer for a few of the collabs I would want to do. Like,
for someone with James Terrell, like I don't know, like
and he's not a designer, so it's
I mean he is a designer.
technically, but not a clothing designer. Right?
Yeah. So if it had to be with clothes, I would be like,
It don't have to be. Though.
Yeah, whatever you want.
if I just wanted something, I just would like, bro, can we make a temporary space in this location with this lighting, and then like, yeah,
Tight.
that's what I would do.
mean,
And I
that
would
sounds
want these
good.
specific lights in there, inside the temporary space.
I'd like
Like
to
this
see
color.
people do more of that. Like, if you do clothing, if you're gonna kind of branch out of that, like not everything got to be done in clothes. Like,
No,
doing
for sure. I
temporary
always
space is so
recommend, bro,
sick, like,
people
bro.
drop their first piece that's something that's not a t-shirt or a hoodie, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just to like show up and prove like, yeah, like I dropped these sunglasses, like, nigga.
That's a fact too, and I agree with that 100%. But even the brands that are established that already do clothing, like you'll see them collab with other people, and they do fucking clothes. Like, you know, it's like.
I mean,
Like Dior and Cause, like I get it. They did a sculpture of flowers, cool, whatever. But like a lot of these brands, they get an artist and they just do clothes. And it would be so sick to see Dior and Keith and fucking Kenny Scarf do something that was like
Not clothes.
not clothes. Yeah,
That
it's
would
like
be dope.
obviously that's like obvious decision
Right.
that you would make. You know, so when you go off of that,
it's dope,
like,
right?
Yeah, it's sick to see.
I mean, we have one on the fucking topic list. We have the Casa Blanca Elix AP.
Oh yeah.
They did a 36
Yeah, that
millimeter
shit's
oak,
To be
Royal
honest,
Oak.
it's very disputed, that piece. Would if I had 1 million watches, would I get that one? Sure.
No,
Yeah.
that the colors are so loud on that.
Yeah,
that it's just kind of
that's
crazy.
only for somebody who's like, but it makes sense for Casablanca at the same time.
Yeah.
If you're, maybe they could have did an ill face. That maybe would have been a little bit more tasteful. But they went bold. They went loud. They did something that was obviously like very,
Eye catching, something like.
and very split as far as the decision, like, you know, people's opinions on it.
But it's very like
Divisive.
brand awareness. Like you look at that bitch, that shit looks like Casablanca
Yeah, the colors.
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was,
So
I
they
was
went
reading one
bold.
there
The
saying
Leaks
that
one, you
these-
couldn't really tell. I mean, I guess like obviously the buckle. So like that's like his thing. But that's something I need to come up with like for my own brand. Like start personalizing like so you can be able to tell like, all right, this is what this is. Like this is from bro, you know?
The dude from Casablanca could buy any AP that he wants, right? And with that being said, he could make some tasteful shit that looks similar to some AP that he probably already owns, but like it's a collab with AP. Like you know, go big or go home.
It's actually not a collab with AP though.
It's not.
No.
What is it?
It's actually a collab with Mad Paris. It's this watch customization, like store shop or whatever. And they just took some APs and did that though.
Oh, so you
different.
just made a custom.
But I think AP's not tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they like a brand will trip. Like Ferrari, they tripped on
Oh, so they just
Philip
made a
Flan.
custom.
Basically.
Okay.
But it's the way it's presented on the internet and stuff.
Yeah, I
It's
thought
a
it was a
very
collaboration,
AP
yeah.
Casablanca Leaks. Nah.
I for sure thought that was a collaboration. That's crazy.
Yeah.
he's really into the Japanese, like,
It was an
What
Elite
is that?
collab too.
Yeah, there's a
because
Leaks
even
too.
like the silks are like
Mhm.
Japanese
Mhm.
prints.
1017.
1017 Brick Squad. No cap. It's pretty cool. The Leaks, like they did a couple different.
I don't see their influence in that at all.
It's in the buckle. It's in the
got
fucking.
a roller coaster.
Yeah, it got the roller coaster and it's a little bit like different colors. Like the metal is a little bit slightly different, but you can kind of see it. And be like, all right, it's a Leaks. It's not Casablanca right there in your fucking face.
Honestly, how do you
Easter.
feel about Matthew? That nigga cold, bro.
I like Matthew.
That nigga is cold.
He's going
bro.
off,
I
bro.
think he's
It's
very
more and more.
stylish. From a personal style perspective, he was styling Kanye back in like some of the height of his style, like influence and you know, in like infamousy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as a brand, like Alix has never been like, yeah, he made the roller coaster. He brought the roller coaster back. I'll give him that for sure. It's iconic today. But I don't know. Personally, I just never been tripping over anything. Anything he does for his, you know.
I was
I'm
really
just saying
tripping
just
off the
Da
necklace.
Vinci stuff. Like honestly, this Da Vinci stuff, like the last, I don't know, the Milan season. I didn't get to talk about it last time, but like when I was looking at the pieces, I was like, these are actually kind of clean. They actually look kind of newish versus like some of the other stuff. Kind of look kind of like, all right, bro, whatever.
You can tell.
But like his stuff looked kind of different, and it was dope.
No,
And,
he's
like, I
very.
just like how simple the colors were, but like the shapes and everything look pretty sick.
Trade.
Like
I mean,
the
you can
shorts
see it
with
in the
high
footwear
boots.
too.
Yeah, the footwear.
Come here.
It's just
knits,
insane.
The beanies, the plaids.
The beanies, I love the beanies. I love the fall winter beanies that he was doing like for the fall winter, I think 21, but it had like the little like fucking cat ears and shit like
the teddy bear.
Yeah.
Stuff. I know I sidetracked, but on some real shit like.
That
nigga kind of.
No, that nigga's going up. I think like for
cool.
him,
like,
it's,
he might be one of the people that like. People are like, oh, I should have grabbed this back then. Da, da, da. Like,
I don't look. Here's the beauty of fashion. If that's how you feel, then like you should absolutely like, you know, grab as much shit as you can from him. Like, you know, that's sick that you have a designer that you feel like that about. For me personally, he never really hit any of them like that criteria.
your wickets,
where-
KHALID wickets.
There's not even that. It's just this like this feeling that I get usually. You know, if I really genuinely like love some shit, then like I just, you know, it's just different.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about like Eddie, ERD. A lot of these brands are exactly the same, and they're influenced by one another as well. And you know, but
It just ain't pull your heart cord.
I don't know. I just saw some of the pieces. I was like I'm not one of those type of people. Like I like everything Rick. Like come on, bro. But there's like some pieces that I'm like, all right, this is cool. Like the Jesus tank. Like I think that shit cool. I
Bro,
can't
did
wear
you?
the
I was
Jesus
about to
tank.
send you. You seen Thug's fucking post?
Yeah, the Jesus tank.
Bro, I'm pretty like 99% sure. Yes, it was the Jesus tank, bro.
It's
The
like,
V-neck
bro,
was
what do I look
OD.
like wearing that to the mall, bro? Like,
Bro,
people
Thug
are
was
kids,
on
bro.
the shit with his nipple out, like singing with the. That shit was kind of
Honest,
like.
bro.
You might as well just start rocking that bitch, nigga. Punk, nigga. That shit was hard.
Their
That shit is
very
hard, but
expansive.
that's why I fuck with it. But I was like,
Yeah.
this shit look like Jesus. That nigga said, all right.
look,
Like, yeah, yeah.
Rick Owens is very expansive. They make like a fuck ton of shit, but
Well, side note, what I'm saying is
I know
basically
there's a
he has
design-
some
I know
cool
there's a
pieces,
des-
bro, that
I
I
know.
like more than like
there's
other
so
brands.
much
You feel
shit.
me?
So
Like,
it is easy. For
like
you
he
to
has some
kinda-
new shit, bro. Like
I
he
know,
has
but
some
look,
different
it's
shit.
easy for you to. It's very easy because of how much shit he puts out. Like obviously, I don't think anybody likes 100% of his shit, right?
Right.
Because he puts out so much. But I know there's a designer out there that like don't miss for you. Like I know there's one that kind of speaks to like, you know.
What are you saying?
I don't know. There's some designers out there where I see their collections and it's just
And it
like,
speaks to you personally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's,
I feel
it's
that.
more than
But
just a clothing.
I think the way that I
presentation,
look
it's
at
like
shit
an
now
artistic presentation.
is totally different. Like I was saying on the podcast, like I look at art now. Like I just want to like understand what the artist is doing, and if I can like get behind the concept, not like it's maybe personally for me, but I'll fuck with it type shit. Like, oh, I see what bro doing right here. I like that how he did that. It's different, or some other shit, and I could just fuck with it straight off top. I might not never even own a piece for real, but like I respect it from far, and I'm like a fan of it. You know, I'll repost it, I guess. You know, and show love to it. I don't have to like deep dive and be like, damn, I have to like that shit is for me to go like something. You know.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
like but I was just
when I-
saying,
when I-
like that nigga shit cold, bro.
When I find a designer I love, like I'm
Dive
full
all the way
attention. Yeah. Just like when I find a director that I love, just like when I find a musician I love, whatever. Like I go through all their, you know, discography. I go through like, you know, the archives of like, you know.
That's what you're supposed
Can we
to
switch
do,
it up? I'm
honestly.
gonna switch it up real quick.
Honestly.
Let's talk about music, bro. Let's talk about Thug and his influence. His album's dropping tonight, Punk. And to be honest, bro, I feel like Thug is the most influential artist, period, in the last 10 years. Honestly.
Valid statement.
Yeah. Between like him, maybe like the Migos. But for me, like Thug is somebody I feel like how you are about ERD, like
In the last 10
anything.
years, maybe you can, yeah, maybe.
No. No, Thug, no,
kinda
for
different,
sure.
bro.
For sure,
Thug
bro.
kinda
He made niggas feel like they can dress how they want, like
That
from
for real, like
hood
His
niggas to
influence
whatever.
is huge for sure. Like I don't think I could. Yeah, I think it's valid. Yeah.
Yeah.
and like
I'm not even asking for validation.
He actually be saying some shit. It's not even validated. It's like he actually be saying some shit, bro. When you actually listen to Thug, you be like,
I agree with you. Yeah.
Right.
I think I agree.
And that's what this album's supposed to be about. It's all about like substance, this album and shit. He said that he's literally just rapping like this, like on some like substance shit, because that's how all the niggas are rapping right now. Like, which is totally like, kind of sounds like crazy. But he's like, I'm just showing niggas I could do that shit too. Like, I taught y'all niggas, like I showed y'all niggas how to rap. I showed y'all niggas how to dress. He's like, I'm finna show y'all niggas how to think. That nigga cold, bro. I didn't even like Thug at first. When I first heard the Thug, like, and the name Young Thug, I was like, I remember.
what song? What's the first Thug song you heard?
Danny
Pee Wee
Glover.
Longway.
Pee Wee Longway.
Pee Wee Longway and Young Thug. It was a fuck.
Danny Glover, nigga.
First Thug song I heard, honestly, was probably either "Pass Me the Hookah" or "Stoner," whichever one came first. And I was like, "Who is this nigga?" And
heard
everyone
Danny
kept
Glover.
showing me.
I
Like,
think
this
Danny
nigga be
Glover,
wearing
yeah,
a
it was
dress.
actually the
And
first
was
one
like,
I
bro.
liked. I mean, first one that I listened to, but the one I liked was the one with
Danny
Pee Wee
Glover was
Longway.
going crazy back in that day.
That makes
bro.
sense for you. That was some shit Kanye was like playing and shit too. I remember.
Yeah, and it was going off in L.A. And when you would hear it in L.A., you'd be like,
Oh shit.
yeah.
How to go again? It's like I got 2 bitches.
He said.
Oh, that's the song?
Yeah,
I definitely heard.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like
Okay,
Danny
boy, I
Glover.
love her. But I'm so excited like for this Thug album. Even the last album, bro, like
He be creating tones, bro. That nigga.
bro, it's insane. Like all these young niggas, like they either listen to Wayne, like they grew up on Wayne, or basically like they grew up on Wayne and then took influence directly from Thug, basically. That's my hot take. What music do y'all listen to? I feel like you just listen to Playboy Cardi and like. Cudi and
You out of
shit.
your fucking mind?
No,
Yo, you don't listen
I
to
hear
Cardi,
it every
bro?
time you pull up. And Skepta and shit.
My bad.
Yeah, if I kind of need to wake up for sure, but like, bro, I'll be listening to like dumb shit, bro. Like I've been
Baby
down.
Goyard.
Yeah, I fuck with Baby Goyard. I listen
You
to
show
like
me him.
some shit from the '60s, bro. Like I just downloaded from fucking Connie Francis, John Moss, McGee, and Don Toliver are the last. 4
Really
downloads
listening
I
to
have.
a wide range of music.
Those are my last 4 downloads.
Alright.
Don Toliver, McGee, John Moss, and Connie Francis, and then Duster.
No, you do be playing
Pachanga
some like
Boys.
different
Marco
shit.
loves Drake.
I be playing a lot of Drake, huh?
I've
Drake
been
is
listening
cold.
to Shawnee
You do
Bin
listen to that
Laden,
Drake.
Shawnee Bin Laden.
He said, "Damn, that's not bad." Sean Mladen.
Shawnee Bin Laden.
I haven't heard it, bro.
Fuck.
Cool.
Yeah, called.
What have you been listening to?
We listen to some bullshit, bro. I be like on SoundCloud heavy.
Yeah, you listen to Young Thug Daughter.
That
Yes,
one
sir,
song.
ski.
Yes,
Yeah, that
sir.
shit was kind of hard. Yes, sir. ski.
That shit cool. I put my daughter on it. I was like-
Yes, sir, ski.
But I be listening to random shit too. But artist wise, Baby Keem, heavy. Drake,
Baby Keem.
heavy. Donda on Sundays. Sometimes even on Fridays, bro, and Thursdays. Like, Donda album, like the more you listen to it, the better it gets.
Bro, I love. I like Drake more than fucking Kanye as an artist, and like as
Wait,
much
what-
as I want to
what?
say. Oh, music artist, yeah, hands down for sure.
For real, Drake?
Yeah, no cap.
Dang, bro.
I mean,
it's to each their own, but fuck.
I mean, we can
bro,
argue. That's
like,
what this shit is for.
Drake, bro. Like,
I mean, if that's-
come
if
on,
that's
bro.
how you feel,
Like
there's
Drake is.
no
I love
argument-
Drake.
no-
Like
nothing
he's a
is gonna
dope
make
artist.
you
But
come over. But
No, I'm not trying to.
the
like,
most that I can say for that is like you have to admit My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is just a flawless fucking victory.
Kanye
No,
West,
it
bro.
is.
He
Certain
be
albums are
switchy,
just
be like in
flawless
and out of
victories.
pockets.
Yeah,
And, like, he kinda-
Jesus,
I'm not gonna lie to
especially
him,
at the
like-
time it came out, and his influence is like damn near,
Understood.
like,
That's
yeah,
why they're
Stephen
the
Wayne are
two.
the
That's
only two
why this
contenders.
conversation is
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
why
You know what
it's-
I'm saying? That's why because they both.
Because
fucking
if you
cold.
want to
They're
be
both
real,
valid
like,
arguments. I know Drake is cold too. I'm not.
Drake
even
is
gonna hold
like-
it, but
I don't know how to explain it, bro. And I don't even want to. It's gonna sound blasphemy. I don't even want to say it, bro.
Go ahead.
But Drake to our generation and a little bit like generations below us, bro. It's like, nigga, you heard Drake pretty much your whole life, or like not your whole life, but like when you
No,
got
for
to
real,
middle
basically.
school, high school, you're listening to Drake.
It was
bro.
Drizzy season.
And it's
Bro.
like, damn, this nigga
Took over.
Drake
Forever
this
since
nigga
then.
cold, bro. Like you actually.
nah, Drake is like a vanilla milkshake, bro.
But for me, I'm different. Like, okay, so everybody obviously like picks how they listen to their music and shit like that. Like, what kind of threw me off about Kanye, bro? Honestly, was just like his personality. That's
the
what kind of
illest
just
part
blew
about
me.
him, bro.
I get that in the same sense. I truly get that, but there's also a lame ass part to keep it like
It got
Keep
lame
it a
over
buck.
time.
I mean,
Yeah.
but that's like he was like this nigga has bipolar, bro, and he's like, we don't know what that nigga's going
right.
through.
I know he's
Imagine
going
being
through
a
his own
billionaire,
shit,
bro,
but I'm
like-
just being a fan. I'm gonna take myself out. I'm just
Alright,
gonna take
okay.
myself out, and I'm gonna be a fan. And like, I'm not saying that's the only reason I like. I think Drake is like a better artist. I guess I just go off like points off the board. So like once like the way it's just points on the board, it's just like
No,
alright,
when he
yeah,
was
bro.
like 20 and 30, and he was
Wait, why
talking
we
his
talk
shit,
about? Why
it
do we
was
ever
sick.
talk about Kendrick? I be listening to Kendrick heavy.
Kendrick Cole. Kendrick got like that good substance. Kendrick and always gonna keep it real. Like Kendrick gonna goddamn not even just on some just straight substance shit, but just like he really a fucking LA nigga, like a Compton nigga. Like he really and he still like that.
But hype shit, I know because we was talking about like shit we listen to on some real shit. Drake,
On some hype shit.
not even hype. It's just like it's just the easiest thing to play, bro. Everyone likes it. All the moms fuck with it. Like
I can definitely say
everyone
like,
fucks with it. It's
recent
the easiest
Drake,
thing
though.
to play. Like your girl fucks with it. Like it's the easiest thing to play.
Yeah.
And it's just like
There's always a time for some Drake.
Brent Fayez.
Faiz.
We be trying to
Fayez.
me AB. We
Faiz.
is it Fayez? Whatever.
Faiz.
We be trying to find a new artist, like, or just try to listen to different shit. I be on SoundCloud just listening.
I be
to
finding
weird
new
shit,
niggas, bro.
Like,
Do you be finding? I feel like you're the only other nigga who can find
yeah,
some-
you be finding.
I find some new niggas,
But
bro.
you be finding like LA, like deep, like.
I be finding some LA shit. Bro. I'm on these baby gorilla niggas. They're like a whole bunch of like 4 young niggas from the Baldwin Park, like the jungles and shit, like where they film Training Day. Niggas is crazy, bro. One of them niggas look like Banks, but I don't know. They just going off, going crazy. That's one nigga. What's some other new young niggas I've been fucking with? He's not new at all. Actually, at all. But I've been on Ralphie the plug. I've been on his shit. Yeah, I'm listening to mad West Coast shit.
Yeah, SoundCloud is definitely the wave. People need to start investing in SoundCloud. Don't
I wish
ever
you had a
let it
mic,
die.
AB,
If
'cause I know you wanna
SoundCloud
say some
dies,
shit.
bro.
You said what?
SoundCloud dies. It's the end of democracy.
SoundCloud is dead.
No, it's not, bro.
I don't want to say it's dead. I like being super opinionated on the podcast. It's obviously not dead, but I'm like, bro, I'm never going on there.
It's kind of burnt, bro. But the Benny the Butcher Drake freestyle or the
Delete?
song was on there for a minute, but it got deleted. It's like because you can't post shit. Like
Yeah.
you just gotta keep it for yourself.
I
Put
do
it on
respect
MP3. It's
SoundCloud
not
for
for like you know what I mean. You be finding some weird, just random niggas like, oh, this nigga kind of sound like so and so, but it was like some fire shit. And niggas be asking me all the time like, who is this? I'm like, I don't know, some random nigga on song.
Some random shit. I also feel like SoundCloud just be chopping up random, like, they'll take a fucking Gunna verse, for example, and then, like, throw a fucking Drake feature on there and be like, oh, the Drake
But
Gunna
you gotta
leak.
kind of like defer. Like he be saying some shit like, bro, come on, bro.
Like, this not real.
I'm like, yeah, I know. Sometimes I know. Sometimes I'm like, oh shit. Sometimes I know. I'm like, all right, bro. But it's like, it's okay to let the bullshit run. Like sometimes you get tired of hearing the real shit, bro. Like,
Right,
let the
right.
bullshit run a little bit, bro.
Nah, I can't do that. I can't do
No,
that.
for real.
I'll do it, like, if the homie put it on, you put it on, I'm gonna listen to it, but, like, I ain't finna, like, I ain't looking at no, like, I'm not listening to no shit that's not no real shit.
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like selection.
You have any records at the house?
What you mean? I have Take Care. I have a Whitney Houston album.
Oh, you have those on vinyl?
Yeah.
You have to take care of them vinyl? All right.
Yeah. I mean, come, bro. It's like literally that.
I could see some of those songs being good on vinyl. I'm not gonna front. I'm being serious.
He said he knew you were good from the beginning.
Yeah.
He said it from the beginning. You still like, I know how
I
you
love
really
it.
feel,
Because
nigga.
I see some. I'm not trying to say every song is good. Like on Take Care is Flawless Victory, but it's like that album.
You got
was
Wu
just a
Tang
time
Forever's
period.
on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wu-Tang.
No,
No,
it's
no,
not.
no,
It's
no,
not. It's on Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah. That's what it was. Take Care is the black and gold album
Yeah.
with all the jewelry and shit at the table. Yeah. Okay.
Why
Doing
do
some
you
real
do you
shit. I
have
got
do you
some
have
Whitney
mad
Houston.
shit on the vinyls at the crib?
I
You be
mean,
getting your
I go to
jiggy
Good-
freaky shit on.
A lot of ways I be finding new music. I just go to Goodwill and I just look for like interesting, like
Graphics.
like I'll collect the ones like that I just feel like I need to have on vinyl, just to have them. But I found out about a lot of new music from like way back in the day that I probably would never find out about otherwise. You know, just by getting like little 25-cent vinyls here and there.
Damn, my main
I don't-
artiste.
I
What
do
you
not-
like a
yeah, I
producer?
do not be doing that, bro. I just
That's
be
cold,
like
though.
if I see something cool, I just that's Whitney Houston. me see what that shit play.
That's a good question. How do you find new music?
New music like on
Yeah.
my phone.
Just period. Like how do you discover an artist personally?
Truly, it's really just like going on SoundCloud, going to the bottom of your algorithm, letting that shit play all the way through until where it goes through all your bullshit, until where it just goes into like this random
Honestly,
Some new
space.
shit.
Nah,
No, but like then it goes to like a
Said
random
it's way too
space
much
off of like based off the last artist I played, and then just plays all like their type of artists, and then plays all like their unreleased shit, and then like
Then you'll
that's
get
what I
some
do
new
on
niggas.
SoundCloud, and then Spotify just like there's Discover Weekly. Sometimes I just like
Spotify and Apple Music both have that feature where it's similar artists. So if I ever find a band, specifically bands, when I find like a really cool like 80s, you know, group band, whatever the fuck that like I'm into, you go to similar artists. That's the key, and then you just have to shuffle through a few of their like top songs and be like, oh yeah, they're hard, and then I'll go through all of them. Like I found Helvetia the other day. I guess it's a spinoff of this band Duster that's like pretty big right now, relatively big in the underground right now. One of the dudes used to be from this group Helvetia, and like I was running out of space damn near because like I kept downloading all the albums because I kept listening to a few songs from each one. I'm like, this is sick, this is sick, this is sick, and just going to similar artists, you'll find like so much your music that way.
Hard.
Even
I
like
think
your
I
local
use
people.
YouTube a lot.
YouTube.
But I have like a whole game plan though. I like find videographers that like I know the videographers in like certain cities that I like to listen to. So like some in LA, like I'll go to their page and just look through like what recent videos they dropped.
That's
Yeah,
actually
that's a smart
very
ass
fucking
way
Yeah,
to do
smart.
I look.
That's
That's
actually
That's really smart.
shoot
to
come
tell
I was
you
gonna
on.
say
underground,
like your
yeah.
local
Yeah.
people, bro. Like you would be surprised who your local like producers like make beats for. Like YO was telling me about one of his homies that produced for someone. Some nigga out here that we know produced for Yeet. It's like, bro, like, and
You
if you
never
like
know.
actually like pay attention to what they're putting out, what they're saying, like you really know about.
That's fire. Because producers don't really get their shine. But actually, you know who's starting, like, what job position's starting to get their shine now? Like, is engineers. I feel like people are talking about engineers a lot more. I see a lot of, like, interviews with engineers, and they play an important role, if not, like, one of the most important roles
Definitely.
in, like making music and shit. Like, we all seen, like, that Kanye one go viral about, like, the engineer was like, oh, like, I didn't wake up in time, and he got fired, and everybody's like, yo, that's fucked up.
Damn.
It's like, nigga, what the fuck you working for? Like, nigga, this is the biggest time of your life, nigga. What the fuck you?
Engineer, I feel like, cause you can help create a sound, bro. Especially if you work with an artist from the beginning stage, you
Yeah.
can help create a sound and whatnot. Like,
I think that's the best way to pop off. If you can create your own sound, lock in with one producer or something like that,
just keep it real.
would be pretty crazy.
You talking
What?
about Chappelle?
Go ahead, you talk about it.
Go
You want to
ahead,
bring up
talk about
Chappelle? Go ahead.
I gotta take a piss. I'm not gonna lie.
Go ahead. I'll hold it down.
What do you think?
I mean, I think honestly, my real opinions about it, I just think that the show
Be
was
careful.
fire. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I think the show was fire. I like how Netflix stood by his side.
I love how Netflix stood by his side. That's it.
And as far as like the fucking people talking shit, that's literally what's supposed to happen. And as far as the internet and cancel culture, that's literally their job, is to talk shit. Unless you're creative like us right now making content, their job on the internet is literally to pick the one thing that you said wrong. And like he said a million things, so it's like obvious what's gonna happen. That's honestly how I think about it.
I don't want to dive too much into this, but I will say he made fun of so many different, like he aimed and fired at everyone. So it was just like, I don't know, if you get mad at one thing, you got to get mad at everything, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can't selectively choose what's,
Pick and
what's
choose
offensive to
what you
Yeah.
fucking want to
The-
argue
the
about.
Whole, the whole special was subjectively offensive. If you feel, I thought it was funny, just personally. But
I mean, the whole thing's basically supposed to be
you could
offensive
take
in
offense
some
to
way.
damn near the whole thing, yo. He fired at so many different groups of people that it's like, if you're gonna get mad at one thing, you have to get mad at everything. And
But you found yourself on Diet Prada almost about to comment on some
like,
shit, right?
I did comment.
That's the bigger story,
I
right?
did
Like,
comment. I said y'all.
oh, you
niggas-
did comment?
Yeah, I said y'all niggas is charming, and then somebody said, "So are you the shit? So are you the shit then?" And I said,
Been the shit, ho.
"Can you give me money?" I said, "Can you send me some money?"
What the fuck was that supposed to mean?
Can you
Just-
send me some money?
Oh, okay. Cash at
Like,
me.
for real, yeah. Can you got any money you can send
That's
me?
a good response though. It's like, what you talking about, nigga? I need some money. But that's some shit like that's the real conversation to have is like, damn, like sometimes even like we can get caught up in some weird shit that's like will make you want to comment like, what the fuck, like
Nah, that one really did, yeah.
that shit.
I don't know. I love Chappelle and I love comedy in general, bro. All my recommendeds for YouTube is like I really love watching comedy, and it's like you live in America, bro. Niggas gotta have freedom of speech, bro. Like if you do anything that impedes on people's actual like safety and shit like that, for sure. And I know some niggas are gonna try and flip it and be like, well, hate mongering and hate speech, incites violence and whatever. But
It's like hard for me to care about shit like
if you're
that.
not a violent person and you just have an opinion, like it's cool. Niggas can be racist. You're allowed to be racist. It's not, it's not like you're
Wait,
not
what?
allowed to be.
Nah, fuck that.
You are. You're allowed. It's
Honestly,
it's your
I
civil liberty
just came to
it's
this
your civil
conclusion,
liberty
bro.
to be
Bro,
racist.
literally.
What are
I'ma
you
let
What are
it
you gonna do about a racist?
All right.
Whether you try and cancel him from here to fucking Timbuktu, bro, he's
You
gonna
can be
racist.
you can be prejudiced, but you can't be racist.
You're
can't be
100%.
racist, bro.
I mean, sure. If
Even prejudice is kind of still like, bro, come on, like set your feelings aside, bro. Like we evolved past like ape shit.
All these
Come on,
niggas
we
be moving
spiritual
off
beings,
they're one and the
bro.
same in a lot of ways. Racist just usually means that you're in a position of power where you
Yeah,
can
exactly.
not let somebody do something as a result,
Result.
as a byproduct of their race or ethnicity.
Well, this is
whatever.
example. All right, this is a perfect example of prejudice and racist.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if you have prejudice against someone, bro, if you see a white man, bald head, skinhead, he has tattoos of swastikas and shit, come inside the mall with a vest on and like some guns, even though it's okay to have your gun out in public and have some guns and shit and some military shit, nigga, you're not gonna think this nigga gonna shoot some shit up. That's prejudice. That's thinking like, okay, all of these white people are like that, when really he could just be like a nigga exercising his right. That
Prejudice, stereotyping. I don't
Right.
even know.
but like
which
on
one
some
is which
racist shit,
anymore.
nah, you can't be racist, bro, because you're in a position of power and you're telling niggas you can't do this or you can't do that,
Well,
or
he's not breaking the law, so as long
or
as he's
you're
not
stopping
breaking the
people
law,
from
you can't
doing
tell
this or
nobody.
that. No, it's not okay to be racist.
But this is what I'm saying.
It's not okay.
But like if you're ignorant, okay, you're
Can
ignorant.
I
but
tell you? I'm
someone-
gonna tell you the conclusion I
People's
came
gonna
up.
be racist.
I don't
That's
want
the
to
result
sit
of
here
life.
and talk about fucking
I don't know. I just
race.
hopped in. I thought
forever,
we was
That
gonna
is
talk
the result
about
of life,
brand
though.
awareness,
Let's keep
bro.
it a bill.
No, it is.
Niggas gonna be racist, right? Nothing
Niggas
that
are gonna
we
be
say
racist.
is ever gonna change a racist.
But
from
there's
being
niggas
racist.
are gonna be stupid, bro.
For
That don't
sure.
mean they should be stupid.
I don't agree with it, but like at the same time, bro, like it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
I guess.
Nigga, we supposed to be talking about brand awareness. I
know.
thought we was gonna be on this pot.
I know.
Like come on, bro. Like
I mean, he asked before. He's like, Dave Chappelle. He's like, that's cool.
We can
But
cut it
yeah,
out.
I
You
mean,
know
whatever.
we're
I
not
don't
going-
give a fuck about none of that shit, anyways.
We
Honestly,
can,
like
we
it's
can.
really
Just
whatever.
Play safe. We can,
But-
but I'm just talking regardless. We can just play safe.
but you can't say that, bro.
What? Niggas are. Niggas really are.
Okay,
I
niggas
thought-
are racist,
I
but
thought-
you can't say
I thought
niggas
Chris
are-
Lilly was hilarious. You thought it was offensive. You thought he should be canceled. I thought.
I shouldn't say he should be canceled.
I
I should
thought
say like, bro,
Bravo-
he shouldn't be able to like.
You're kind of white. No.
No, we could cut all this out, but like, yo, like until, bro, I've been.
He said we can cut all this out. No, we gonna keep it.
Nah, I've been, bro. Like, you know how many times I've been pulled over? And
No,
brought
I actually
racist
agree with you,
subjected
bro.
to all
Like-
these things.
No,
my,
I agree.
my parents is from
Go ahead.
Africa, nigga. Like, yeah, like I get it. Some niggas got whatever, nigga. Like, my parents is literally from a third world country. Like, I have some perspective on a lot of things. It's not like, and you get me. I grew up with money, but nonetheless, like. I grew
I'm
up
just
with the
playing,
same
bro. I
fucking
just
bullshit.
saying the
But
shit 'cause I don't
just
give a fuck
point it
about
out.
the
I know,
topic.
just point it out to you. We could cut all this out, but yeah.
No, we keep it. No, we're gonna keep it.
I
But
don't want it in.
all right,
yeah.
well, we're gonna keep it. But what was I,
really
gonna say?
don't. I really don't. But anyway,
Nigga, you brought it up, so you can't cut some shit out that you brought up.
we
bro.
got
That's
way
OD,
far off
bro.
track. We got way far off track.
It's
Especially
not even
when
that
we're
bad
going
of a
further
deal.
off track.
Anyways, I'm still gonna tell you how I feel about this shit. I actually feel what you're saying. I feel on some shit like at the end of the day, bro, there's gonna be racist motherfuckers, whatever. That's really how I give up. Like that's how I give
Oh,
it
yeah,
up,
there's
bro.
definitely-
That's what
yeah.
it is, bro. There's gonna be some racist niggas. All right, bet, whatever. I'm gonna keep pushing. I don't even deal with these niggas in real life, for real. So I don't really give a fuck. And if I do come across some shit, nigga, I'm gonna speak my mind, nigga, and I'm gonna get whatever I gotta get, like my justice or whatever the case is. I'm not out here doing OD wrong, bro. I'm not out here doing nobody dirty. So none of that shit even matters, bro. Like it does, like excuse my language. It does matter. It does matter 100%. And I understand it's wrong. Cool. Boom. That's there. And that's literally how much time I spend on that shit.
It's never gonna change though.
That's literally what the fuck I just said. Like, this is gonna happen, bro. So it's like whatever. Like, it's literally like an appearance thing. Like, oh, this nigga's dark. Whatever. But
And if I really want to drift further off topic, bro, some black people are even more racist against other black people. If there's some Asian people who are racist against other Asian people. It's really crazy just how the world works.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, I spend zero time on any of this.
I be thinking about that shit too much.
Everything's funny.
Yeah. And you be giving like, but you need some of the homies though to come and like remind you some of that truth. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Because
really
sometimes
the
like
truth,
I'll
'cause
feel
niggas
like
are always
fuck
gonna
it.
be people like that.
Huh?
Like there's just really what you're saying is there's really always gonna be people
Ever forever.
like period. But it's not saying
Nigga,
it's
I said the
okay
same
though.
thing.
You said the same thing, but you said it in a different way. Like you said, bro, you should allow races.
No, he ain't say
Like
that.
nigga,
He ain't say that.
I didn't say that, bro.
He ain't say that.
That's not what I said at all.
Anyway, I'm gonna switch the topic. Boom. All right. Let's talk about some black shit. Let's talk about no. No, I was gonna talk about the LRG hoodie, the skeleton. They're bringing it back out. The Dead Serious Skeleton Hoodie. It was released in 2006. We all remember it. The full zip, like Babe was doing full zip, but they were the first one to throw the skeleton on there. It was glow in the dark. Fucking the impact that hoodie had, bro, is some young niggas, bro. I remember so many brands like taking that shit and like running off with that swag. You trying to get the lighter?
yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, but yeah, the hoodie, boom. When you initially sent me the hoodie, right? Because you sent me in the DMs.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga flustered.
Nigga threw it, the worst throw I ever seen in my whole life, bro. This nigga threw it
Goddamn.
No, for real.
What's the
like,
last thing I just said? Because I had
like
some
you
shit.
said this when I sent it to you,
Oh yeah, when
and you felt that you was like, damn, they about to bring this shit back.
no. When you first initially sent it to me, I just seen like Benny on there, and I'm like, damn. Not damn. I'm just like, damn. That shit kind of like it looked like whatever on bro. I don't know why they use.
Honestly, I fuck with it because it was like we both fuck with Benny the Butcher. I feel like we all like Griselda.
Yeah, we
to
do.
be on some real shit. It's like, I
Man,
don't
y'all
know,
introduced me
why.
to like that type of shit. Honestly,
But it's like I like Griselda, and I saw it on him. I was like, cool. That's an artist I fuck with. It's
On there.
him. So that is the artist I listen to a lot, Griselda.
Okay.
With West Side Gun specifically. But like that hoodie, bro.
But do you think that hoodie's gonna go off? Do you think that hoodie like you're gonna see somebody walking in the store with that hoodie?
I want that hoodie. I'm definitely gonna see.
Oh, you want it?
I'm definitely.
I don't care
one
for
nigga.
it.
I want that hoodie,
Yeah?
bro. For some reason, it looks kind of like. I know how it looks to some nigga, but
It
it's
makes
just
sense
like,
for you though.
man,
What color would you get? The black?
Probably the black.
Black is cold.
Yeah, probably the black.
I would get the purple if I was gonna go with some shit.
There's a purple one.
I don't know. It just seems like the color that would fit. I think I only seen a red one.
Yeah, I only saw the red too, to be real.
I'm really sick of seeing skeleton shit.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's been
But
popping.
that's
OD.
kind of
But you
like,
just
bro,
over it?
LRG is like. I
I
don't know about
I know
you.
They're the originator, kind of it. There's,
Yeah.
There's Capital. Oh, I got it. There's Capital. There's Amiri been burning it out. I fucking
Wait, it's called Capital.
V-Lone did it.
I think it's just Capital.
Capital. Like I've heard it a million.
I think niggas start just putting a little bit of French on everything after a while.
No, it's a
No, I'm
Japanese
joking.
brand, but that's just how.
It's probably
Nah, for real?
Capital. I don't know.
No,
I really
okay.
don't know. I be saying shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But you're just over it. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, this is like totally different because it's just like some like old shit that they're bringing back. I don't think niggas is really finna pick that shit up, but I'm could be totally wrong, bro. Because as soon as you sent me that shit, I went to watch No Jumper like how I always do, and fucking I seen Adam wearing it, but like Adam's not like
Fly.
yeah or anything. Like,
So you say
But LRG is just like
fuck.
you know
Is what?
instrumental for like
What if Cardi threw that
early
bitch on?
this,
culture.
that's
What
actually
if Cardi
a,
threw that bitch on? Cardi not throwing it on.
no. He's
And
only
like
wearing
rest in peace,
No, he's on
the
this.
Dema.
the owner of the brand actually like he passed away really suddenly and weird. Like I
remember
researched it.
him as a kid.
I researched it and like no one really even knows the cause of death. It's really weird and mysterious. But
That's sad.
yeah, really sad. He was really good friends with like Ben Baller and
He was Asian.
yeah,
right?
he was sick. He was
He was
sick
tight.
and like you know they was like doing it big back then
It
too.
was
like
like the biggest. Bro.
yeah. it's sad. So yeah, obviously anything LRG, I'm like all for it. You know, I fuck with it. It's more on some nostalgia shit more than like I don't really see any new kids really like gravitating towards it.
That's fair. I'm not mad at that. But on some real shit,
Could be
like,
completely wrong though.
Maybe
it's fair.
I
Like I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
But like on some LRG, bro.
Oh, you was OD fucking with LRG?
Bro, I
Like,
had
liked it,
LRG
but I wasn't,
shit
like-
in my closet, bro, because it's like, bro, it was like one of the brands that my parents could afford and get, and like the message behind it was just cool, and it's like it was something I could select, and I was like, I think I want that.
it was available everywhere. Yeah.
So it was
Wasn't
like,
that cool back then? Like all the brands
Yeah.
were like all the popping brands for the most part. 70% of them you could fuck with. Like I mean, I'm sorry, 70% were affordable.
right?
Like
It was
Echo,
like
LRG,
real streetwear, like real
hundreds.
And
yeah.
like you could find them a lot of places.
shit. You be
See you,
smooth,
Brody.
Still.
The hundreds
LRG
and a few of them Fairfax brands were a little different. That's why like
Can I hit that, Loki?
yeah, that's why you valued some of them brands so much. Like the diamond pieces that I really loved and would like go after were the ones where they would make like little flyers that were like 1 of 100 or whatever, you know.
The more exclusive kind of ones.
Yeah,
You liked it because they were more exclusive, or
yeah. And then when I would find a store that had the hundreds or things like that, which just were more selective with their accounts, like I was just so much more like, you know, into the store in general. Like, you know, I just wanted to, you know, cop as much shit as I could.
right?
This kind of goes along with brand awareness, real shit.
Exclusivity is huge.
'Cause I'm
Yeah,
not
for
gonna lie,
real.
bro.
Bro, that's
like,
why I've really been big. Like I'm not
For-
just putting it as a topic. I've really been big.
Don't-
like this is
don't
a
whore
good
your
thing because I'm
brand out.
like I'm really figuring this out for myself because it's like it's a deep thing for not only your brand but if you as an artist, everything, bro. Like your awareness, but like specifically like clothing,
cool.
the 4 P's, bro. That's like
What's the 4 Ps?
it's like
Let me hear
product
you.
placement.
Oh, I've read this same article. You
You
just
read the
learned
same
this, huh?
shit? No, I read it before. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay, I believe.
But I reread it again and I watched a video on BOF, and it
You
was
gotta
like a
send
video
that
from
to me.
4 years ago. I will send it to you.
just on some homies.
Product placement, production, and it was like something like pricing.
I think it was.
Yeah,
It was
pricing.
pricing. Yeah, 100%.
Because like a
was.
lot of people is like they want to be in this luxury market, but it's like you're not making a luxury product. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just like something you have to stop and you have to think about. Like it's something I had to think about. Like, bro, I'm getting a shirt from another reseller, from like basically from another company, and I'm like trying to add something on top of it to make it cooler so I can sell it for double the price, if that, triple the price if you're trying to be crazy.
Right.
It's like, doesn't make sense, like realistically, but it's like, if that is that even the audience you're trying to reach? If you're trying to reach the people that like your friends, or like whatever, then it's like you actually got to think about the price and how to make it more affordable, or whatever the case may be, or like it's just different things you have to think about. Like
Yeah, those are the
product,
4 things that you can
placement.
adjust to try to get the particular audience you're looking for, kind of thing.
Yeah,
basically.
like you can look it up. Like if you want, I can send you the video link, and you can put the link.
I wanna
here.
see the
It's
video.
like literally good information straight from BOF. Like,
I'll put
good
it in the
information.
description. Send it to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was just talking about like product placement, price, and I think the last P was production. I might be wrong,
Yeah.
but whatever the case may be, like
But that's
I
what
think
I'm
that's a
really
big
trying to
thing, like, you
provide
have
with
to,
this podcast is information
really know
for
what
people.
you're targeting, like the people that you're targeting, and what message you're trying to get off. For example, LRG for example, for me, like I always cared about like animals on some weird shit. Like even since I was a kid, I thought I was gonna be some Kerwin Frost at not Kerwin Frost. What's that nigga's name? Kerwin.
Yeah,
you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm bad, you know.
Australian dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought I was
the
gonna be
Gator
that type
nigga?
of nigga. Like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be this type of nigga. Like,
Oh, for real?
bro, like
That's why you look so
Yeah.
safari, nigga.
I really thought I was gonna be that type of nigga. Like, I want to be like, you know what I'm saying? So like that stuff all resonated with me. So like that's the type of person he reached. Really, was the people that cared about the environment.
Right.
So like, for example, if like your thing is music and you want to reach out to people that care about music, then you should really dig deep into it, digging deep into your story, and like actually think about what you're doing instead of just putting out something that someone else put out because you're trying to keep up. You should actually think about your fan base and what you want to do.
You're right. That,
And
that
not
brings
necessarily fan
personality
base,
to
but,
the
like,
brand,
your-
though.
Yeah,
That
your
brings,
audience.
yeah.
Exactly.
So they can identify your shit from like, oh, that's bro who did that.
Because
No,
I feel like if you're just like going everywhere, and I have like personal experience, I'm just going everywhere. Like, oh, I like this. I want to reference arts. I want to reference culture. Like this, that, or the other. And I'm bouncing everywhere, bro. Like, you have to really sit down and think about like what do you like, who you really trying to target. It's like something you actually have to sit down and think about.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, there might be like lucky few, or there might be some people who's like, yeah, I'm just gonna make shit, and whoever likes it, likes it. But it's a real shit. I think the majority of times you're making shit for people that are like you, or people that think like you think naturally. So if you dig deep into yourself, then naturally those things are gonna come. And the pricing and shit, that's like some shit you have to think about on a deeper like monetary level, or like some business type level. Maybe you should reach out to someone else. But from an artist standpoint, I don't know. I'm not really that. Like, there's niggas that can.
You're still trying to think about it. You're still trying
but
to
like maybe there's someone that can say this in the comments, tell me something different. But like really, what I think from an artist perspective, you should really just think about like, what are you trying to convey
to the world,
or what are you trying to show to the world, and then who's that world? Because not everyone's in that world. There's only a specific few in that world, and that's what people have to realize, bro. When you try to get everyone in that world, that's where you fucked up. When you get that specific few in that world, the people that you're trying to help or grasp or whatever, then that's a good thing. But when it's like mass, it's like kind of like bullshit.
100%.
But I don't know, that's kind of like. But basically, what I'm saying is, bro, like you actually have to sit down and think about and plot out like, all right, price, nigga. If I'm selling a $400 shirt and I'm trying to sell it to a nigga that's like a young kid that's trying to buy some fly shit, like.
It's not gonna work out.
It's not necessarily not gonna work out. It's just like, bro, like you gotta think long term at this point, because not every person's gonna buy that. So if you're thinking long term, then you're thinking about making a different type of shit, or this, that, and the other. That's what I think. But if you're trying to reach that kid that's trying to buy some fly shit, that's cool, that's different. Then nigga, you're gonna lower the price a little bit.
Right.
That's what I feel like, and then that's like how it kind of expands.
But
that's basically what they were saying and what I read. But it's like it's a whole thing.
Right. But I mean that's like some game for everybody like that they can take and kind of establish that. But that you're basically saying that's some shit. All those 4 things is some shit you should think about before dropping.
Right.
This is something you should keep in your head. I want to give a last shout out, honestly, to the 49er boys for pulling up to the store, bro. It was cool, bro. They came through. It's not like the first time they came through, bought some stuff before, but we had like Trent Williams come to the store, and he put that shit together. Like, I know he was buying a lot of stuff, bro. He put that shit on. We closed the store for all of them, but Trent definitely, like, he definitely put that shit on. Probably one of the best out of like all the homies and shit who came in the shop.
See the cold wall glasses.
Bro, he threw the cold wall on
with
the
HP.
The gallery.
I mean,
the U.S. Postal,
U.S. Postal with the
vintage
Heron
gallery,
Preston
Heron Preston shirt, Rick Owen pants, which I didn't know if he was gonna fit in, because he never tried shut on for real, like no pants, and none of them niggas ever stepped foot in the dressing room. Yeah. But it was tight. Like they came through, showed love. We goddamn shut the store down. We had people like waiting outside, and I mean I felt like they felt really at home. Like it was cool. Like we just served them like how we always do.
Some fly stuff.
But to see Trent go home and like put it all together, I was like, oh, he did that. That was hard.
Yeah. Game day with it.
Yeah, game day fits. We always,
but you know, the Cardinals with the dub though.
Yeah, the Cardinals. But shout out the Cardinals because they come up with the dub and the home team. I need to start betting on them niggas. I need to start running it up on FanDuel.
5-0.
Bro, them niggas is going up, like really going up. If we go to the Super Bowl, man, what? We just came from fucking. The Suns just went to the fucking finals, right? We took the L. It's all right, whatever. Boom. WNBA, so we got down. We might really just win this final.
I forgot, bro. You know, this is the thing. I talk about this.
What's up, brother?
WNBA, bro. We actually have to, like, it's not even some corny shit. It's like some real shit. Like, come on, bro.
We gotta support the team, right?
Like, we gotta support the team, bro. I went out to a game to my daughter. It was beautiful. That was hard. Fun.
You like, damn,
really, like, we got Brittany Griner, nigga. Like, come on, bro. We got like a solid team. That's a dub.
Yep. No cap though. Yeah. So hopefully we win that, and the Cardinals 5-0. Like, bro, Arizona going up in general. Shout out the whole city. Shout out everybody. We filming this shit live from goddamn Phoenix in the middle of this shit right now. And if the price go up, my price going up. So it don't fucking matter. Do y'all have anything? Any last? No? Cool. Well, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate y'all. If you guys have any like I said, any topics, any discussions, definitely drop it in the comments. Thank you. Smash that like button, all that. And if you're listening to this on a streaming platform, Apple and Spotify, I encourage you to go to YouTube and watch it. I feel like you can get a better experience. We put a lot of pictures and we do a lot of like videos so you can visually see what we're talking about and what garments and things like that. This is a men's fashion, culture, young, black-owned podcast. Shout out. Out, gang.